a look at about 20 things or facts that you probably didn't know about Minecraft. Hopefully after watching this video you can learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe all 20 of these things. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Of course, subscribe to Unspeakable Gaming if you guys want to see more content like this. And let's go ahead and check out things that you didn't know about Minecraft. Here is a pretty interesting way that you can get out of a mob pursuing you. So, players can actually hide from hostile mobs that are pursuing a player in a 2-block tall, non-solid block. For example, sugarcane. If a cauldron is exposed to the open sky when it's raining, rain actually has a slight chance to fill part of that cauldron. Before Minecraft 1.1, if a player is killed by arrows fired from a dispenser in SMP, a message would appear saying the player name was shot by Herobrine. It was then removed in Minecraft 1.1. Mushroom biomes are actually a very good place to build your house. Why is that? That is because no hostile mobs actually spawn there. The only mobs that naturally spawn there are the mushrooms themselves. If you're in creative mode flying around and you happen to have a horse on a lead, your horse will actually fly. This about goes the same way with you in a boat with a horse on a lead. If you happen to stumble into spectator mode, also known as game mode 3, and you happen to left click on a mob, you can actually take its view. The creepers have a green pixelated tinted vision, the endermans have their colors inverted, the spider has double vision with slight blurring and a high FOV, while the cave spider has the same as a spider, but it has a screen tinted red. The enchantment table's interface is written in Standard Galactic Alphabet, which is a simple alphabet used in the Commander Keen series of computer games. Here's a little caption in the Standard Galactic Alphabet, which is included in some jokes. On October 1st, 2011, Notch tweeted an image of the enchantment screen with enchantments. The first enchantment translated into, "Well played, internets, you are good." The second translated into, "These names will be random and confusing." And the third translates to, "Each spell costs experience levels." Crying Obsidian was actually intended to be our spawn point block, but now it is beds. Crying Obsidian was intended to act as respawn block until beta 1.3 when beds were introduced. The texture for it was removed in beta 1.5. This Crying Obsidian block would have been crafted with an obsidian block and lapis. With using all the different wood and wool combinations, there are 884,736 different ways to craft your bed. Here is a pretty interesting and very useful command. Using the keys F3 plus B will actually pull up the hitboxes of any mobs and players. There's actually 6 mobs that have been removed from Minecraft. That is Beast Boy, Black Steve, the generic villager, humans, Rana, and Steve. Beast Boy, Black Steve, Steve, and Rana were human mobs originally in the game as a test during the in-dev phase. Beast Boy, Black Steve, and Steve each have 5 hearts, while Rana had 13 hearts. Humans were hostile mobs, which would take form of clones of the default skin. In classic mode, humans could be spawned by pressing G. Strangely, they did not use the punching animation that a normal player would use. They only ran into the player like a zombie would. Generic villagers were a type of villager with a green robe. In 1.3.1, the ability to spawn them in was added, though it required external tools or mods. In Snapshot 14W20A, generic villagers were removed from the game. Despite from them being removed, the texture still remains in the Minecraft.jar. Here we have a lovely nether fact with ghast and cobwebs. Ghast can actually not detect you from cobwebs, at least from my experiences, but however they can shoot fireballs through those cobwebs. There is actually such thing as the end of the Minecraft world. It's about 3 million blocks away. That would take you quite a while to fly to or run to. You actually teleport with this command outside of the barriers. When you're outside of the barriers, you cannot break or place any blocks. Whenever you go inside the barriers, it will actually not let you go back out. You can actually dye your dog's collar any color you would like. With simply holding that piece of dye and right-clicking them, you can change their collars to any color. Creepers were first introduced in August 31st, 2009. However, creepers were actually based on a failed pig model by Notch that he had created. He mixed up the length and height of the body. They were actually the very first mob added in the survival test. Now, most of you might or might not know this next one, but there are actually 3 strongholds in every single Minecraft world. Yeah, you know those really weird Enderman sounds? Those really weird, freaky sounds? Those sounds are actually words that have been played backwards and distorted. Surprisingly, naturally spawned emerald ore can only be found in the extreme hills biome. Our last fact is something to celebrate. Minecraft has sold over 70 million copies on all devices, making it the 3rd most sold game in the entire world. PC itself has 20.9 million sales, and it's growing every day on all devices. And that is going to include our video on things that you didn't know about Minecraft. Hopefully after watching this video you learned 1, 2, or maybe all 20